Hello everyone, it's Nina here, and as it's summer break, it's time for F1 accent challenge, and I want to thank Elizabeth for taking time to do this awesome accent challenge. So it's time now for this 2015 summer break edition of the F1 accent challenge. So the basics, first question, say your name, username, and where you're from. So my name is Nina, username Virosia or Bonjour Charles, and I'm from France. Second question, say the following teams and your favorite driver from each team. So, Red Bull, Daniel Ricciardo, Mercedes, Nico Rosberg, Ferrari, Kimi Raikkonen, McLaren, Fernando Alonso, Williams, Felipe Massa, Lotus, Romain Grosjean, Force India, Nico Hülkenberg, Toro Rosso, Carlo Sainz Jr., Sauber, Felipe Nasser, and Manor, Roberto Meri. Question 3, pronounce the followings: Melbourne, Sepang, Kuala Lumpur, Shanghai, Bahrain, Sakhir, Circuit de Barcelona-Cataluyna, Circuit de Monaco, Monte Carlo, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, Montreal, Red Bull Ring, Spielberg, Silverstone, Hungaroring, Budapest, Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, Stavelot, Autodromo, Nazionale, Monza, Marina Bay, Suzuka, Sochi, Autodromo, Circuits of Americas, Austin, Texas, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico, Autodromo Jose Carlos Paz, Sao Paulo, Yas Marina. Favorites. So, favorite driver, Fernando Alonso, definitely. But I also like Daniel Ricciardo and Carlo Sainz Jr. Favorite team, Ferrari and Toro Rosso. Favorite race, usually it's the Brazilian Grand Prix, even if it's not the same, that it's not the last of the season. Or it could be Monaco, because Monaco has a huge history, and the Belgian Grand Prix, because I have the chance to go there. Favorite person involved in F1 who isn't a driver? I would say Toto Wolff, because I really like his personality. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, Toto Wolff is good. Favorite on-track moment and off-track moments? On-track moments, I don't really have an idea. I mean, the whole Hungarian Grand Prix was amazing in terms of overtaking, etc. And off-track moments, my favorite this year might be the interviews of Romain Grosjean when he talks about his sons, and he's just lovable when he talks about it. And yeah, it's really good to see him like that. The season so far. Fourth question, how are you spending the summer break? Traveling and reading. I just arrived from 1 week in Austria. Tomorrow I go for 1 week in Barcelona, and then I'll spend 1 week in Belgium. So yeah, it's a lot of traveling and also a lot of reading. You can't see it, but just under the camera there are all my books for next year. And yeah, I have to read a lot. I should read more actually, but yeah, traveling and motorsports come first during the summer break. Second question, it's prime silly season time. What are your favorite rumors? As a fan of them, my favorite rumor is the one with Haas Grand Prix, taking Jean-Éric Vergne and Esteban Gutierrez as their driver. It's my favorite one because I love those drivers, and even if I think it won't be this lineup, yeah, that'd be good. And also one we don't hear a lot is the one with Jean-Éric taking Kimi Raikkonen's place next year. I would love it actually, but I don't know if it's very believable actually. Third question, in your opinion, who is the most underrated driver this season? I wouldn't say he's underrated, but there is a problem with Carlo Sainz Jr. and Max Verstappen, because Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz Jr. pretty much have the same results. Well, I'm not talking about the exploit of Hungary with Max Verstappen did fourth, but they usually have the same results. and Max Verstappen is always taking one step upper, yeah, we'll say it that way. So it's basically one step upper than Carlos Sainz, because it's only his second year in single-seaters, and he's only 17, so everything he does sounds like an exploit, really. And it's really a shame for Carlos Sainz Jr., who is constantly overshadowed by his teammate when they basically do the same results. Fifth question, are there any drivers from any other series that you would like to see in F1? Clearly Stoffel van Dorn from GP2, that is sure. I think we can see Alexander Rossi in Haas Grand Prix next year. But then in 3.5 I don't really see any driver coming in F1 next year. Maybe Oliver Roland, but it's a bit too early for him. Same for F3, I mean, I don't see Rosenquist, Giovinazzi or Leclerc go to F1 right now. So yeah, only Van Dorn and Rossi, and not even Verlaine from DTM. So yeah, we'll see. Sixth question, what race are you most looking forward to in the last half of the season? I think Mexico is one of the races I'm the most excited about, because it's a whole new race, and it will be very great. Yeah, I think it will be very great because it's not like the new all the new races like the one of Baku, and I will talk about it a bit later. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Mexico. It will be a good challenge, I think. So yeah, good. Fourth question, what are your thoughts on Baku race next season? Is there anywhere else you'd rather see hold the race? Well, the layout of the track is more like a Formula E layout than a Formula 1. And it's really a shame to see that Formula 1 comes to Azerbaijan, who is not a country which is very friendly about the human rights, but we also have China and Abu Dhabi and Bahrain, so this isn't a problem anymore for Bernie Ecclestone. And yeah, it's true that Azerbaijan has a huge culture in Formula 1, so they really deserve a Grand Prix there. So yeah, I think I am French, so I want to race in France to come back. I mean, we have Monaco, we have Paul Ricard, we have also the Bugatti circuit in Le Mans, or well, Pau would be a bit difficult because it's too narrow, I think. But yeah, we have tracks and F1 culture. I mean, when you look at the survey, France is like the second country where you're the most willing to have a race after the UK. So yeah, it's a bit a shame, but well, business is business and it's nothing personal, as Bernie would say. It's predictions time, so predict who would be the world champion. I think it will be Lewis Hamilton once again. I mean, unless Rosberg has a way better shape in the last half of the season than he had on the first one, then it will be Hamilton, definitely. Predict the Haas lineup. I can see a Rossi Gutierrez lineup for next year for us, I think. It would be like that. Predict the most shocking team lineup change. Well, I think the most shocking one will come from Lotus, if they are both by Renault or not. But it will come from them, and I honestly don't know what to expect. I mean, I hope that it will be a Romain Grosjean, Julian Palmer lineup, but I'm really not sure about this one. And yeah, I think it will be the most shocking one, or maybe the one in Force India that will have maybe Stoffel van Dorn coming there. I don't know really. So yeah, I can't really predict lineup changes because F1 is just everything but predictable coming to that. Predict which driver or team will make the best comeback in the last half of the season. I think McLaren. I think we haven't seen the last of McLaren. I mean, they were very strong in Hungary and they didn't bring yet any evolutions to the Honda engine. So we can have like a good surprise in the last part of the season, and maybe they can challenge more points. Maybe not podiums yet, but more points at least. Bonus! I will just read the question because I won't do it, but I just read the question because it's golden. Do your best impression of the McLaren or Honda. I haven't had the chance to hear it yet from my own ears. I will do it in Belgium. But yeah, I just love this question. Yeah, that's really good actually. So thank you for watching. I see you in 2 weeks for the Belgian Grand Prix. Like, share, subscribe, and see you under the checkered flag.